So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and here we go yet again into another one of these replays from the SCPH community. Introducing first, on the southeast side of Golden Wall and E, holding the eastern side of the wall itself, it is our red Zerg, Spectre Online. I for one like Ghost better in the campaign, that's for sure. Spectres were pretty cool though, to have that stun ability, but a ghost man myself, can't go wrong with helping out Nova. But on the other side though, here on the west side of Golden Wall LE, it is our blue Zerg, all mech'd up and ready to go. It is Nostrebor. Now, I've seen Nostrebor, he's a pretty cool content creator in the SCPH community. And also something I do have to take note, he loves playing that co-op and he loves playing campaign quite a lot. There's something I really noticed from him. I checked out that he played the Protoss Wings of Liberty campaign, which is really fun to see. So kudos to him. He's a little bit out there in terms of specific StarCraft content. But if he is your cup of tea, you can check him out, of course, in his socials. Just look for Nostrebor SC2 and I believe you'll be finding him on YouTube and the like. But right here, right now, it is going to be high time for Nostrebor to go for the pool first. And no hatchery. Interesting. So is this just going to be a 18 pool decide to go all in on one base? A Spectre is going to be going for that proxy hatch on the west side instead. Pool going to be there as well. But it's going to be an aggressive 2 hatch here from Mr. Spectre. But links are coming. There we go with the hatchery coming online. Finally, Nostrebor. It seems like he wanted that Zergling cycle first, but I do believe he could have gotten that hatchery as quick as can be anyway. Regardless though, pool first. Looking for aggression. Looking to see if Nostrebor can look around the map and maybe find out this hatchery waiting somewhere else in the first place. In any case though, on the west side we stay on. Baneling nest already here for Nostrebor. Pretty expected honestly in a ZVZ, you want to stay on that link tech if need be. And all I gotta say here is for Nostrebor, at least he has an understanding of the matchup in the first place. Queens though are gonna be going online very soon. They're just making sure that everything is fine and dandy on this defensive. And Spectre even gonna go for the Roach Warren. So it is gonna be a 2 base all in by this point with one being a proxy. Now interesting enough though, Spectre is going to be going for that Roach Warren tech, and he still has the economy of 1 base here. I would love to see him actually get that natural up and running. I'll use this hatchery for a staging ground later on, but if that is going to be his plan, might as well work with it to begin with. In that case though, there we go, the hatchery, you can hear the chains just rustle over into the wind, and it's gonna be a pretty good sizable force actually here for Nostrebor. I'm very confident about his numbers, I'm very confident with all he's got and more. Now it's high time for Nostrebor to push on around to the eastern side yet again. Finally, transitioning, finally moving, finally to make it there in the first place. And all I gotta say here for Nostrebor, he wants to play the aggressor, he wants to find out anything and everything onto this side of the map. And well, here we go yet again with Nostrebor right now, waiting on to get these banelings ready to go. So big army so far, it seems like everything is fine and dandy here for Nostrebor. And now with the banelings ready to go, no second base, Nostrebor knows something has to be up, while Spectre in the meantime is getting these roaches onto the west side. Now it seems like this is going to be basically a base race, but Nostrebor does have these banelings ready to go to get a bust on. And if Spectre isn't paying attention, it seems like he isn't. And boom goes the dynamite! 13 of those workers on the middle line gonna get torn apart by the acid. Whew, that was beautiful. And Nostrebor decides, okay, not paying attention, we go again. Links right now with the surround. There we go with that one baneling, making sure everything is fine and dandy. And what's the plan here? One big bust onto that gas there. And this is the Zerglings right now cleaning up house. No more workers whatsoever. Nostrebor, this is his only army here. And all I can think for Nostrebor right now is he sneaks in a drone and he wins. He gets one drone at the east side. Everything is fine and dandy. There we go. Though with the Queens trying to play the defensive even more so. And can the blue Zerg actually hold here on the west side? A reinforcement cycle can be very useful. But it seems like it is going to be a standard base race affair. Now the second hatchery though, trying to get all the eggs in the world and more. These drones have gone down though for Mr. Nostrebor. He pulls them onto the south side, but this even things up if Spectre is actually able to get those workers in the first place and is able to find a way out. That is going to be very, very interesting. He's going for that western base though to really keep up the economy. There we go though with the battle again, slamming on down to the hatchery, but the Broodling switches around, certainly skipping on as well. And Nostrebor now kind of be in the ropes. Even though for Spectre, this is all he has and more, it's still very winnable, but the Broodlings are really making a difference in the first place. If Spectre just completely ignores this is just not going to pan out. And more Broodlings are coming, wanting to go for the Ravager there. Can he get the takedown? 11 kills don't matter when you fall in the field of battle. And for Nostrebor again, he's going for more and more workers right now. They are just roaming on around the map. And this one hatchery is all it stands for Nostrebor to take this victory away from Spectre in the first place. What does our Blue Zerg have? He still has a Baneling Nest. He still has the Extractor. He still has that hatchery. And where are those drones right now on the south side? But eventually, Nostrebor now finding this hatchery. Spectre has to do something about this or the game is lost. He's desperate to try and go for the defense, but it's going to be a little too late. The creep isn't connected there from the main to the natural. And it's going to be game over, man. Game over as Nostrebor will take the victory in the base race to remember. When you ignore the Banelings, you get what you deserve. And Nostrebor, with a proper push, they're doing all they can and more. Pretty solid stuff to begin with. It really just goes to show for Nostrebor understanding a lot in the first place to just play the aggression, try to go for the bus, did go for 2 base. It was a little bit off timing, but it really had the spirit of things. And again, in a ZVZ, it really is just all about the links at the start, moving the roaches when need be. And well, that is victory there for our Zerg player.